South African billionaire Mr. Patrice Motsepe recently had a CAF meeting, okay, and somebody in the audience, one of the people that was there to ask questions pertaining the World Cup, soccer in Africa and whatnot and all those things, at about an hour into the press conference or into the press briefing, an hour 20 minutes, someone stood up to ask Mr. Patrice if he would consider taking his success becoming a president for the country. And so he answered that question, and I thought I wanted you to see this particular one, as we use news in order for us to teach biblical principles. So for those that do not understand, that's what we are doing on this video. But before we go over there, a little bit of an ad break. If you're looking for an English teacher, please do email flight English gmail.com, or you can also WhatsApp me on this number to better your children's English skills and development, whether be those who are in high school or those who are still in primary, or even for yourself. Supporting this particular individual supports this channel directly. And so I'm gonna play you that, and then I'm gonna play you his response, what the person asked. If the video won't be too long, but then I want to read you a verse which is in contribution to what is said here and the whole nine hodges.
My name is Morris Khoda from Now in SA. I've been listening, President. You spoke about everyone else. You gave credit to everyone else. But I think it's important that we should put this on record. President, if you remember quite well, you took some team in Pretoria. It was Mamelodi Sundowns. You took it to the top. It won the CAF Champions League. Besides that, you became one of the biggest black billionaire in this country.
You must see my overdraft, you'll feel sorry for me.
Not only that, President, you went to CAF, and you just said it right now. They were having some overdrafts before you took over. And right now you took CAF to the top. All this is leadership, President. For me, it's okay when you give credit to the team, but there must always be a leader who is leading that team, and that is you. Why am I saying this, President? Because right now you have done everything you could for soccer in this country, in the continent. Currently, the world needs you within FIFA. Currently, President, this country needs you. This is not a political statement, President. It's because you simply proved it, that you've got the leadership that we need in this country.
Well, let me say this. CNN asked me, no, don't clap hands for that. I mean, CNN asked me along the same line of questions that you did, and my answer is very simple. South Africa does not need me to go into politics. There are many very capable, very good leaders in this country. I don't want to mention names. I've had the enormous privilege. The only problem I have is I'm not part of any group. Black business, I don't know. We United Black and White Business, and you actually judge a leader by not how good things were when he was there or she was there, but what happened when they've gone. And this is the issue that I'm applying my mind to now within CAF. But also, this country has got good people, many good people. We shouldn't only focus on on our failures and deficiencies, and there are many of them. But there's so much that we should take confidence from and be proud of. And the religious leaders I have the privilege of interacting with, because values and what you believe in and what you stand for is very, very important. But I want to conclude by saying that my biggest contribution is when I have the capacity to keep engaging, as I'm privileged to, with all leaders of all political parties, because no political party can take this country forward on its own. The voters have shown us that. So let's think about the poor. Let's focus on the poor.
In simple terms, he doesn't have to be president because there are other people who can execute the job. Now, we might not agree. Say, this one. We might disagree and say, this one. But I wanted to kind of bring this subject matter or this particular style of leadership into church conversations. You see, for one to do God's work efficiently, he must recognize others' capability to serve. You see, so the man from Knowing SA asked the question, why don't you consider this one? You've handled this one, you did well. You handled this one, you did well. You handled this one, you did well. I think you would do well if you took on the subject matter of country affairs. That's kind of like the line that the man was asking. Now, why is this important? If you've been in our discipleship session, if you haven't been in our discipleship sessions, you can just WhatsApp me on this number here and I will forward you the discipleship lessons. In some of the last sessions in the discipleship lesson, we mentioned this point. The audios are there. They don't have a payment. They are free mahala. You can go through them. They are to inform what exactly do we believe, how do we deal, and how do we grow in our faith. That's what those lessons are all for. In our discipleship session, in one of the last sessions that we did, we spoke about service. And in that session, the point that we were trying to draw to, or the point that we were trying to kind of like bring up to understanding or to knowledge, was a verse that is in Matthew chapter number 9, verse number 37 and 38. Then he said to his disciples, the harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few, the laborers are few. Ask the Lord of the harvest, therefore, to send out workers, laborers into his. Notice, it's not sending people so that people can come to your church. It's not sending people so that people can come here and subscribe. No, you ask that there be other laborers to reach those other people that you are not capable of reaching. A true laborer of the service of Messiah recognizes others. Now, remember, we're just taking this particular story to make an application. When you see these individuals in church circles who do not recognize the service of others in the body, it's because those people are not servants in the vineyard. If they were, they would have had the concept. These churches that isolate themselves, they think only people in their church are saved. People like your Adventists, they think that only them, they are the remnant. All these individuals with the uniform churches and whatnot and all that entire yes. These people that think only their church is saved, those people are not laborers. And how do we know they are not laborers in the vineyard? This verse tells us is that the thing that makes one a servant of the Most High, that you will see in how they function in their service work, is that ask the Lord of the harvest, therefore, to send out workers into his vineyard, because it's not yours. It's his vineyard. They're not bringing people to your church. They're bringing people to his vineyard. It has nothing to do with your church. These people recognize that this particular center of their of their practice of their faith is very essential. That God should send out people that can answer to that person. That God should send out other people to evangelize. It's not just you who's going to evangelize to a family member. There are family members you will not reach. It will take the efforts of a different person to reach that person. It's not they must hear it from me. They must hear it from me. That's not how to think. If you are a disciple of the Most High, you are a disciple in the last days, you are a disciple in the church. That is not how one thinks. He asks that the Lord would send other laborers. You know, these people that only have themselves as a reference point when it comes to faith and talking subject matters of faith. It is a problem. Why? They are not laborers in the vineyard. They think that you will see that this person is a laborer. Not that they are not saved. We are not questioning that. We are speaking about a laborer in the vineyard of the Most High. You will see him by his devotion that others should come and fill the spots. He sees that there's others who are able and capable of doing so. When you see these people, you see things like, you know, especially on social media spaces. Someone starts blogging or something like that. They'll start talking about it as if everyone is copying them. No one was blogging before them. And what was why? Because this person, the only thing people should watch them. They are the only source. Yeah, you see, it extends into other areas. But on this one, I want us to focus on this one. You want to see a laborer in God's vineyard. You will see him by the recognition of others in the service. You'll see him by the recognition of others in the service. Tell me your thoughts in the comment section. I thought that one was very interesting. I don't even watch soccer things. I was minding my own business, and then I saw the live stream there. I clicked it and I kept fast forwarding to different. I was just literally just listening to questions that people were asking, and then when that question was asked, it inspired this particular episode. Ask the Lord of the harvest. But it says he doesn't need to become president because there's other people. I recognize there's other people who could fill those roles. We pray and we hope so. It's Ricky. I'll tell me your thoughts in the comment section, and I'll see you on a later on episode.